let's talk about this series. For those who may not know what this series is, explain what we're doing here.
So 646 Downtown received a grant from the Mortimer and Mimi Levitt Foundation based out of Los Angeles, California. And the grant basically is to promote music in communities utilizing, the key word is utilizing, an underutilized public facility. We wrote a strong grant application in 2019, and a part of that application included voter participation. And the city of Fort Smith, our residents and people that are from Fort Smith and across the United States voted for Fort Smith to move it to the next level. And we did. And in 2020, we were commissioned to be one of the Levitt AMP theaters or music venues, which is temporary pop-up, if you will. Mm-hmm. And there was a lot of anxiousness, but a lot of pleasure with receiving that, because we had to come up with 10 acts to make this application happen. And we received notification during Christmas break of 2019. We had this little thing happen called COVID, and that caused us to postpone activities. And the foundation made that decision and said, operate based on the conditions within your respective communities, and we'll respect that. We took advantage of that opportunity, Daren, by actually applying for a mini grant with the Levitt Foundation, and they allowed us to give our community just a little sampling of what they would have experienced if we would have had a full-fledged concert. So we curated a wonderful experience of popping up in 5 different areas across Fort Smith, which included 2 housing divisions, working with the Fort Smith Housing Authority. And then we also popped up at AJ's Oyster House. They allowed us to pop up, and the Bakery District was newly opened and at the right time, and also on the riverfront at the Skate and Bike Park. It was the Thursday prior to the Peacemaker Festival, so we're very excited to bring live music during that time, right? And in addition to that, we showcased one of our artists who was a Fort Smith native, Janine Latrice Perez, and she put this fabulous, engaging experience together, getting off of this trailer that had a generator hooked up to it, having couples get up and dance, act like you love that person. And it embodied exactly what we wanted people to do, to get up, move, enjoy the person that you're with, and have fun. And in addition to that, we also had another hometown favorite, Allison Grace, who put an in-studio concert on in Soul Studios, who was one of our partners in 2020. And we had the highest level of views with that interactive experience. And they were like, Talisha, we don't know what you're doing in Fort Smith, but people are engaging. And we love that spirit, and we're happy to bring the series back again in 2023 to Fort Smith.
So from there to now, it has grown to what it is today. In fact, you've had to kind of split it up, well, because of summer heat, but at the same time, you have enough activity to have a spring and a fall series. So let's talk about the spring. When does it start and where will it be?
So the series begins May 11th and goes through June 8th. Every Thursday, 5 consecutive Thursdays in the spring. And it was designed on the riverfront, underutilized public facility. The address at the Riverfront Amphitheater is 121 Riverfront Drive. And then we're encouraging people, bring your picnic baskets, bring your blankets, your lawn chairs, and don't forget your pets. And then we split that up because that summer heat can be unbearable for some, especially the further we get into June, July, August. So we made the decision with our team of volunteers that we lovingly call the Levitteers. There's 8 to 10 of them. And they said, we're okay with you splitting it. So we will kick the series right back off with 5 more concerts consecutively, but in September. These concerts run from September 2nd, which is Labor Day weekend. So you have plenty to do. And we want you to stay in Fort Smith. and they run through September 30th. Those are on Saturdays. So before anyone says anything, we know we're competing against Razorback football. We know the state fair will be in town, and the list goes on and on and on. But for a city of 89,000 people, I guarantee you we can get some people out here to experience some free live music. And we're pretty excited. We have a contract pending with the Zydeco Band. And we think that Labor Day concert is going to be one to remember.
What does this do for not only downtown Fort Smith, and the River Valley?
That's a great question. A lot of people think when you're in a creative, you're creating space around placemaking, and our placemaking experience is in downtown Fort Smith, obviously. And we want our downtown retailers, we want our downtown bars and restaurants to benefit from this event. We're bringing in, and we had surveys because we wanted live data that show that we have people coming from Springdale, Clarksville, Alma, Sallisaw, and many other surrounding areas. We have retirees, we have skateboarders from the skate and bike park coming over because they hear the music and we're saying, come on. And we got free energy drinks to give you if you like them. So we look at it as not only good for downtown, but it's good for the rest of the community. It shows the variety of offerings that we have in our community. And it's an outdoor experience. We don't get those often for free. Free, family friendly, and I can't express that enough. We have military folks in town. We have other people that have tight budgets in these times. And why not come and spend a Thursday evening on the lawn? And I'm happy to announce we're partnering with Fort Kids. They've decided that they wanted to be a part of this experience in spring and fall to have a nice kids zone for families to have their children have activities. And we're very excited about that, to not only have those influencers get the word out about their project, but so much more. And our concerts kick off at 6 o'clock. It's enough time for you to, run home if you need to, drive over, experience the opener at 6 p.m. prompt. You'll have a makerspace area where we're bringing in vendors that we hope that can eventually turn into the next brick and mortars that we have downtown. But they need to try their products out. They need to do their customer marketing research, if you will. And we want to be that space going forward, because many people don't realize this, Daren, that this particular grant, the Levitt Foundation has extended our grant from 2023 through 2026. We have 3 years that we can do this and build our attendee base.
So in that 3-year time span, how big could this get?
Well, it depends on how much money we have. Obviously, we pride ourselves on paying our artists, and Levitt is keen on that. So they are obviously our partner. And then we have some local sponsors. One, City of Fort Smith. Our second sponsor is the Dream Alliance Foundation. And we're happy to have, for this year at least, and they sponsored with us last year, Choctaw Casino and Resorts. So we have some strong partners out there, and we're always open to more, if you will, because that allows us to increase the tier of the artists that we have, but we don't push cover bands. We want original artists performing their original songs. And if they want to put a little spice in it and redo a cover, that's fine. But we really want to spend our money toward those singer-songwriters.
The popularity of this has got to be through the roof in the next 3 or 4 years as well.
We hope so. We hope so. And we love our partners because they believe enough in 646 downtown to make this happen, because it would not be possible without those sponsors. And it wouldn't be possible without our Levitteers. It wouldn't be possible without the artists willing to take a chance on us with these very limited budgets that we have. And we just want to show, as our mayor states, that we're River Valley strong and we're River Valley supportive, right? So my ideal is to get the numbers of our partners like the Steel Horse Rally that's upcoming, and then also the Peacemaker Festival, and just get people out and get those numbers up because it's free. Why not? Why not?
Felicia, thank you so much. What a great program this is, and I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of people downtown this spring.
Thank you so much, Daren. We appreciate you giving us this opportunity to share, and thank you for your support.